happen. And indeed, they did win the UEFA Champions League and to complete a treble. A history that followed them. And of course, Pep Guardiola, now the debate is on Sir Alex and Pep, who is the greatest. But of course, Sir Alex won a lot of trophies and but with Man U as a manager, and Pep has actually won. I was on the road to achieving a lot if he's given time. Ruben Mpima is my name, and I'm in the company of two gentlemen, that is Gaturebe Godfrey and Jumba Thomas. We're going to be discussing the Mushanga League development, and of course they're here to talk about that. There's a school in Shema that is a Sacred Heart. Is it Sacred Heart? Mushanga SS, of course they are here. And as a national broadcaster, we always give platform and mileage to Uganda. And this time round, away from the Champions League and what man says heroics, let's come back home and talk about the Mushanga League. Like I said, I'm in the company of two gentlemen, smartly dressed in their t-shirts. That is Thomas and Godfrey. I'll start with you, Thomas.
Yes.
Good to see you. How are you?
Thank you, sir.
How have you been?
Okay, sir.
Then Godfrey,
Yes,
how are you?
Yes, I'm okay, sir.
Good to see you.
Me too.
The black t-shirt reflects what?
It is, I don't know, but it is a coincidence that we have all chosen to put on black t-shirts, but not necessarily that there is something big. Yeah.
Okay. I'll start with you, Thomas. Let's, of course, before we go any further, how have you been? How is your family?
Yeah, thank you, sir. Moderator. Let me introduce myself again. I'm Jumba Thomas. I've come here to represent Mushanga League, which is a league for all the students of Sacred Heart Mushanga. It is found in Shema. When it comes to my family, it is okay. They are also watching me. I can even maybe pass on a greeting to my wife and my kids, Andrew and Angel.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
And then the side dish? Send greetings also to her. Don't miss any fish. Eh?
No, please.
No, I'm just joking anyway. Whoever is watching, but Thomas, I was just joking. Don't arrest him when he comes home. There is nobody he has besides you, the mother of his children. Anyway, Thomas, let's start with straight into the Mushanga League development. How far? How far have we reached with this mobilization of the Mushanga League?
Yeah, thank you, sir. I want to first thank all the students of Mushanga for where we have started from and where we have reached.
Is it mixed or single?
It is a mixed school.
Okay.
So far, now we have 21 teams which are going to play on 25th of June. And all these people, they are trying to pay the money, all the subscription we had talked about, and they are not hesitating on that. I continue thanking you people. Let's join hands. We meet again as all the students of Sacred Heart.
Okay. Godfrey, who are the participants?
Thank you very much, our hosts today. Maybe before I go on to tackle your question, I also wish to first introduce myself. I am Gaturebe Godfrey, an old boy Sacred Heart SS in Shema district, former Bushenyi district. And your question has been, who are the participants? Whoever went through Sacred Heart Mushanga, ever since its establishment, it was established in, if I'm not mistaken, in 1986. So whoever went through Sacred Heart Mushanga, up to date, that is, you are an old boy or an old girl, then you are eligible to come and participate.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So if I went to Mushanga and I left in S2, am I eligible to be part of the Gala?
Yes, because once you go to a school, whether for a week or whichever period of time, you still remain an old boy, an old girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how about we normally have, for me, I went to a different school, but we welcome everybody who comes around to be part of the Ngo League. So if I'm a well-wisher and I want to be part of the league, am I welcome?
You come in as a well-wisher, like we have got some stakeholders that could be supporting us financially, spiritually and otherwise, but then our rule says to be a player, you should be an old boy, you should have gone to Sacred Heart Mushanga for some time as a student.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Thomas, a lot, actually, we expect a lot from such galas. Some people like Godfrey or Godwin would actually come to have to find his better half there. So what should we expect? Are there beautiful girls? Should we expect prizes? Should we expect interactions with business people? So what should we expect from this league?
Yeah, thank you, moderator.
My name is Ruben.
Ruben.
Yes.
Thank you. So, thank you, Ruben. I want to explain this to you. Expect more happiness on the league because we are going to have like a party. If you check like on our menu, we have football. Then from football we have enjoyment. So everything will be there. Remember, it is a mixed school. Okay. Our ladies will be there. Everything will be fine.
So Godwin can come and start the search.
Exactly.
Maybe for some clarity, Mr. Robin, this is Mushanga League is one of the components of something. We have something big as an association. As all the students, we feel we should come together. Then Mushanga League is now a component of our big aim, of our big vision. Okay. So we have a number of items, although we have specifically said that on 25th at Panamera, we shall have Mushanga League. We shall have other activities. So that is why we are here as mobilizing team saying, please, even when you don't have interest in sports, in like that very day, our area of concentration will be football. So we shall have maybe goat roasting, we shall have say drinks of whichever kind. So that is why we are making a call that even when you are not maybe a sports person, please, we are not limited to sports as most people may take it, because when you talk of Mushanga League, what comes into somebody's mind is specifically games, but we shall have a number of engagements.
Okay, there's a message here from a gentleman called Peter, who says that, good morning, but Ruben, thanks for the guests. I personally would love to be part of the Mushanga League, but I come from Kanungu. Am I allowed to be part of that?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ruben. As we had already explained, Mushanga League, it will be at Panamera on 25th. It is free of entrance. Everyone is allowed to come and support the Mushanga League, but the main participants, there will be OBs and OGs of Mushanga, Sacred Heart Mushanga. Okay. I'll again ask you that when such activities take place, some of us expect to drink and to eat. So on whose bill are we going to have that? Is it my personal bill or the management of the Shama League bill? Or rather, management of the Mushanga League should cater for our welfare with the participants?
Thank you, Mr. Ruben. It is a collective responsibility. First of all, we have got different teams. We classified ourselves according to our respective years we are at Sacred Heart Mushanga. And every cohort is, I don't know, is it called a cohort? A cohort, yes, please. So every cohort was given a subscription fee. Okay. Every cohort has subscribed. And on individual basis, someone has contributed for the welfare of that day. And we have also got well-wishers like Kazo Modern High School, as a school, has in any way given a contribution for the success of the day.
Okay.
So much as we may not be in position to provide everything, but at least we don't expect somebody to feel it is going to be a burden. I will transport myself, find there are no meals, we shall have meals, though limited. We shall have drinks, we shall have entertainment. Though what will be available may not be as enough or printed to satisfy somebody.
Okay.
But at least there must be something.
Okay. Normally, when we have such leagues taking place, we expect big shots from government to be part of that. And in your 37-year existence as a school, because it was 86 now, it is almost 37 years of existence. So, do we have anybody big as a big shot from government who's going to grace the ceremony, or you don't have any?
Now, Mr. Robin, being I've come to realize that whoever goes through Sacred Heart Mushanga is blessed.
Okay.
So ourselves, we are big men.
Oh, okay.
We are big men, we are rich, we are wealthy. That is why we have almost financed everything ourselves with ease, with though we are looking at also inviting the political part of the government, but ourselves, like myself here, I am a prominent businessman. I am running a multi-billion secondary school in Kazo district. Okay. And it is among also the...
You are running as the owner or as part of
the proprietor.
Okay.
Yes.
So the people who come up with the school fee structures, which are very good.
Not necessarily that, but we are service providers as well as getting a living and also helping our president in Prosperity for All program.
Oh, that's very good.
Yes,
that is
please.
very, very good.
Yes,
and for that statement, I think I'm going to ask Godwin to bring you again, because we need people who support government in terms of implementing their programs. And if you are part of them from that side of Shema, then we should be the ambassador of government programs in Shema. Thomas, you talked about you having children, and I did not hear you say that they are going to join Sacred Heart SS. So to be obese like their father, because normally here, if I went to a school, I would love to see my children go through such a school. So what's your plan as a parent?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ruben. That's a good question. Actually, I'm planning because Sacred Heart groomed us very well, and this is why you're seeing us here, still supporting it to be there. So my kids can't fail to go at Sacred Heart Mushanga. That is a must.
Okay, yeah. That's very good. I mean, you need to support your own. But back to the Mushanga League development. Are we going to see? Are we going to see underage players? I mean, I might be in S2 at Shema. I want to be part of it. I might be an OB, I want to play. I might be in S2A3 and my house, this is my house, is participating and want to be part of that. So students who are currently in school are allowed to be part of the league, or they're not allowed? Yeah,
thank you, sir, Mr. Ruben. Since this thing, it is still new, because it is having only 3 months, we have just begun. We are going to put all those things into action, because we are still beginning, we are still planning, more things are coming, I can assure you.
Okay.
Because we have already made fixtures, we have already got specific cohorts or teams that will participate. So the current students at Sacred Heart are not entitled to get engaged as per now. Okay. Maybe we can bring it in later as an idea. And it is a good idea, by the way. We can see in the next sessions of ours how best we can also accommodate them. Yes, please.
Now, this takes me to another question where I ask, where I should also address it to you, Godfrey. Are you looking at classes or houses? Because if I'm a class of Sacred Heart of 2000, I would love to be my class to be part of the tournament, or my house in case there are houses in that school. So what are you looking at? Is it the class, the years of the OBs, or their houses?
We considered time of study. That is years.
No, years, okay.
If we said we are considering from senior 1 up to senior 6. So we started calculating ever since the establishment of the school. And we said from 1986, when if you joined Sacred Heart in 1986, when do we expect you to have finished senior 6?
Okay.
So we went on calculating like that and making the calculations.
That is 92.
Yeah.
So
that
they
is
were
what
grouped
we
in
followed.
in that way. That
Okay.
when you began Sacred Heart and when you expected to have finished senior 6. So we are taking 6 years per team, 6 years per team. So you find yourself with your classmate you started with senior 1 and then up to senior 6.
What if I left in S2?
Yeah, you will
But
find
you still
that
belong
group,
there.
you still belong in that group.
Okay, so what is the prize money? Are we looking at prizes here? If we win the first edition of the Mushanga League, but what should we expect? Is it money? Is it winning a goat? Is it a watch like Ruben is watch? What is there for at stake for winners?
Thank you, Ruben. Actually, that is now the debate in the EXCO. The executive of the league is trying to make what we can give to a winner, but right now it is not yet decided.
Okay, good.
Mr. Ruben, like I said, our target is actually not prizes and whatever, but we are looking at what can bring us together.
The reunion.
Yeah.
Okay.
We feel we are proud of, we are not arrogant, we are proud of having gone through Sacred Heart Mushanga.
Okay.
And we want to be identified wherever we go. That we went through Sacred Heart.
Okay, you mentioned about money that you give to be part of this. How much can I partner with to be part of the Mushanga League? Do I have to pay 20, 10, 5K, 2K? How much?
We have organization and our teams.
Okay.
So whoever feels it is important to him or her to be part of us contributes as he or she wills. And then after a team has got its own pocket, as it has got its own money, then it pours a given amount of money to a collective Mushanga League pocket. I don't know whether I'm being quote right. We have got different teams under Mushanga League.
Okay.
So every team collects its own money and
reports to the management.
And then part of that money is pushed to the Mushanga League pocket.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The team collects from within themselves.
Yes.
They bring to the main pool.
Yes.
That's the Mushanga League
Yes,
pool.
but they put their specific amount.
Okay.
And then the balance possible will run our activities as a team. Then there is the other also fund that is meant to run the whole league or summary.
Okay. If my target is to grab man and run away, I'm the accountant of the Mushanga League. Have you put schools somewhere where I cannot be allowed to run with the money? Have you tried to look into that? Because we have so many people who can come in with an agenda of taking the money.
Thank you, Mr. Ruben. Now, we have got a number of engagements before. So we have identified amongst ourselves trustworthy people. We have, in addition, we have got an account. Because Mushanga League is not the first of its kind as an activity amongst OBs and OGs Sacred Heart Mushanga. We have always given visits to ourselves.
Okay.
For example, in 2021, we happened to visit one of initiatives of our OB. It was at a school called Kazo Modern High School in Kazo district. We had to go there as old boys and old girls. We visited them. And in so doing, we had a lot of activities that required money.
Okay.
We had finance management that was recommended, and it is the same experience and spirit. We are also running this. And in addition, like I've said, we have an account, and the account has got signatories.
Okay.
So we, on the part of finance management, we are rest assured that we are safe.
Okay. Now, Thomas.
Yes, yes.
I don't see you as a footballer or as anybody who can participate in any sport. I assure Ugandans that much as you went to Sacred Heart, you can also perform on the pitch.
Actually, to correct you on that, I'm a footballer because being a footballer...
Footballer at what level? Village level, parish level, sub-county level?
Dormitory level.
Okay, so as a footballer, what can you tell us as a footballer?
Actually, when it comes to this league, Mushanga League, it is not only for footballers, no. It is for all of us who went through Sacred Heart Mushanga. If you can kick on the ball, it is okay. If you cannot, then it is okay.
You can participate.
You can participate, otherwise.
But some of us would not come. Okay, I'm speaking, when I say us, I mean the other OBs.
Yes.
Who just want to come and have fun, not to be part of the gala.
I'm among of them.
Okay, you have the fun.
I have the fun.
With your better half or the other half?
I meet my OBs.
So, what happens if you meet your ex who was in school in S3?
Actually, I happen not to have one. That one I can assure you.
Because in school?
Because our school, actually, when I'm to explain it, by the time I joined it, they had separated it.
Okay.
Boys were studying a different campus with girls. So most of us, we didn't happen to get by that time, but still we knew them. We could go there and interact.
Or you were a father by that time?
I don't think, because I couldn't have reached here when I was a father by that time.
No, father, I mean in terms of
I understand. But
anyway, Godfrey, Katrebe, your final remarks.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ruben and UBC team for hosting us. My call is on every OB, every OG, that please let us remember how far God has brought us.
Yeah.
Let us come to Panamera. Let us sacrifice for the good of our own school, that it has helped us, it has shaped us in different ways. Wherever we go, we mention that we are from Sacred Heart Mushanga. People respect us. People see us as people of integrity. So let us continue to come together and support one another, such that our school continues to shine.
Okay.
I want to send greetings to my students of Kazo Modern High School in Kazo District. Staff members, my parents from Chitomaveri, Sinjero, and all dear Ugandans.
Okay. Thank you so much, Captain Godfrey, for that. And I'm going to go to Jumba, the father by nature man, to give us your 5 parting shots.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ruben. Actually, I'm not a father, as you're saying.
No, I'm just joking.
I'm a very strong man when it comes to in making something. Okay. My final remarks. I want to thank everyone who have participated in the Mushanga League, where we are moving. At least we are seeing something. I continue to call upon whoever haven't came in the Mushanga League issue, and then I want to send these greetings to my cohort, which is the Shakas. Okay. I cannot greet everyone, but the Shakas have greeted you. I want to send greetings again to home. I know you're watching. Then I send my greetings again to my mom and my brothers and sisters. I thank the UBC team for hosting us. Yes. Keep it up. We shall feel calm.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. But of course, I have not had a message for Mzee, who is not well, but you're praying that he gets better. Any message from people of Shema, from Mzee, His Excellency?
Okay. We want to, all we are going through is because of peace and stability.
Yes, sacrifice.
And some people don't value it, but I think it is the core of everything. Where we have no peace, where you have no stability. You cannot imagine I traveled from Kazo yesterday. I am now here and I expect to be in Kazo by late evening. Yeah. And I don't take it for granted, because in other countries where our Mzee Museveni is not the president, they could not be in a position to meet so. Okay. So I say big ups to Mzee and the NRM fraternity. And I call upon every Ugandan that please let us have that mentality of appreciating where something has been done. Let us appreciate. Let us not only look at things in negative perception and build Uganda together.
Thank you so much. Of course, you have a message for the day. Quick recovery for him.
Actually, I've been seeing people who are going to pray for him. I can also still continue to call those who haven't gone there. Let's go there. We continue to pray for him. A quick recovery. Mzee, quick recovery. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much to gentlemen for coming in. Katreve Godfrey as well as Jumba Thomas. We appreciate that you actually took time off to get here and talk about the Mushanga League, and of course for wishing Mzee the quick recovery, because without his stewardship we can't be here, we cannot move, and we believe that God has listened. We just wish the president well, a quick recovery, and we hope to see you soon, Your Excellency. Get back to work, get back to office. We need to see you doing your routine work. So we are praying as Ugandans so that you get well, and we know that you're a strong man who can always shake off whatever comes your way. If you manage to shake off the bad governance, what about this small sickness of COVID-19? You can do it, Your Excellency. So we need you better, we need you fine, we need you back to work, Your Excellency. It's 14 days you give yourself, now it's some few days left for you to come back to office, and we are praying that you get well, Your Excellency, and come back to serve Ugandans. From us, the GMU team, I would love to pave way for the GMU extra team to come and take you through up to out of 10. But for the two gentlemen, guys, be there. The Mushanga League is on. Let's go and support those who are OBs and OGs of Sacred Heart Mushanga, that is Shema District. You need to be part of this football gala, sports gala. Try to support each other. Try to get back together like you used to be in class or in school, for the betterment of others, for the good of others, and for the good of Shema District. Maybe your engagement or your meetings can bear fruits in terms of development, in terms of looking out for each other. So let's honor this league and let's be there. Like the two gentlemen have said, have yourselves a lovely day, have yourselves a blessed Monday, and we pray that the president gets fine. We can't wait to see you, Excellency. Bye for now.